Toni Simmons on Interesting Individuals, and I have something here that Bill Landy wanted me to read on the show that he sent to me. Oh, it's Bill's birthday, and he has a special show planned for us today. He's done research that has found that there have been reports of other William landings in history. Wow, that's scary. We'll be back to look at the profiles of these men and women who knew them, so stay tuned.
Briefly in the 1970s, William Spencer Landing was known in California in the women's modeling and fashion scene with photography and magazines. Then he ran off to Europe and he was never seen again.
I was modeling for a year and seemed to be the top model in LA, but Landing skipped off to Europe, and that was it. And he still owed me 4 months' salary.
In the late 1950s in Miami, Florida, a man who went by the name William Carter Landing ran a successful nightclub. However, he wasn't known for showing his employee respect, as his former top waitress can tell you.
The club was going great, but when Landing saw that I was getting more attention than he was and making too much money from tips, he replaced me with his older sister. Now I'm back working at the donut shop.
In Boston in the mid-1950s, there was a William Stephen Landing who owned a semi-pro basketball team. He also organized the cheerleading squad, but he did not show the best loyalty to all of the cheerleaders.
It was great fun when Landing owned the team. I got to be head cheerleader and travel around the country and see big cities. Then he threw me off the squad and replaced me.
In the Old West, 1870s Texas, William Rutherford Landing owned a cattle ranch, a silver mine, and an entire town, which included the saloon. But he was not known as the best employer.
I've been the top saloon girl around here for the past 2 years. And I'll tell you, Landing even offered me half interest in the business once. But then he turned around and gave it to the blacksmith. I could have stayed in Philadelphia and been a dressmaker.
In Pennsylvania in the 1790s, William Rudolph Landing was a wealthy plantation owner and property owner who was tight with a dollar. The only other member of his family after he became wealthy was his younger sister, who had endless chores to do.
I have over 50 glasses to wash for dinner guests, floors to scrub, clothes to wash, and sheep to herd. What a brother. I'll tell you, he even threatened to sell me to another plantation if I didn't work faster.
In the 1920s, a man known as William Kenneth Landing was a deputy chief on the New York City Police Department. He was instrumental in getting women into the ranks of detective. Then he suddenly resigned and moved to Canada.
With Deputy Chief Landing on the department, I was a detective on some very big cases, too. Now that Landing's left the department, I've been demoted to a grade school crossing guard.
In the wild 1960s in southwest Arizona, Wild Willie Landing was king of a biker group of over 100 bikers. While being chased by police, he reportedly rode off a cliff and was never seen again. Not all of his followers were big admirers, however, because he committed petty crimes that ultimately hurt the other bikers.
Wild Willie was going to make me leader of my own women's bike gang. But when the police didn't get him, I was arrested for being his main accomplice. Spent 6 months in jail and had my own bike repossessed.
In the 1850s, a fur trader by the name of William Carmichael Landing went west and traded with the Indians. But he was not remembered as a sincere, honest trader of goods.
One of our fine warriors went and traded some wonderful pelts for this pot to cook in. We get back to our teepees and this pot has nothing but holes and everything falls through. Don't ever do business with Trader Landing.
Hi, Bill. This is Dan, as you well know, and I just wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. I've known you for close to 18 years now, and we've had a lot of fun. And over that time, I've learned to accept you as a good friend of mine. And you've given me two things, Bill, over that 18-year period. The first, obviously, is having an opportunity to work with you and be on your shows, and to be behind the scenes, too. And through working on your shows, I've met a lot of very, very nice people, and I've made some new friends. And the second thing I want to thank you for, Bill, is this house. Because with all the money you've given me for helping you, I've been able to afford this house. It's just a wonderful thing that you and I have done. The time we were in Fort Lauderdale and we got the Tibetan monks, let's just say they broke a few of their own rules that weekend. That was a good time. Then when we went out to Las Vegas and interviewed that boxing promoter, Don King, it was before one of the big Tyson fights. We had a good time with him and the entourage. I'd never been in a limousine up until then, and I've got you to thank for it. Then when we went skiing in the Swiss Alps, that was a heck of a good time, Bill. Except the only thing I didn't like were those little Swiss cars. They're kind of hard for guys of, our stature to get in and out of. Anyway, Bill, I just want you to know it's been a pleasure working with you all these years. And all I can say is I consider you a good friend, and I'd like to thank you for everything. And I hope we've got many more years together. Thanks, buddy. Happy birthday.
Hi, I'm Cyndi Taylor, and I'd like to wish Bill Landing a wonderful and happy birthday. I hope the day is spent with friends and family and a lot of love and happiness. Happy birthday, Bill.
Happy birthday, Bill, to my good friend Bill Landing, the premier TV host and interviewer of Northwest Indiana. Here's my musical tribute to you on your birthday. Birthdays come but once a year, so I send this message clear. Happy birthday, Bill, my dear. Happy birthday till next year. Best wishes for a wonderful birthday, Bill.
Hello, I'm Toni Simmons, and as you all know, I've been working with Bill a good number of years, and it is his birthday. So I would just like to tell him how very special it's been and how much I've enjoyed working with him all this time. And I've been unfortunate to miss his last few birthdays, and I'm going to try really hard this year. So happy birthday, Bill.
I'm Bill Landing. Thank you for watching our first show of the new year, 2003, Interesting Individuals, here in the Michigan City and LaPorte County area. And there are some thank yous to those who participated in our first show of the year. Toni Simmons, Cyndi Taylor, Susan Brown, Dan Smith, John Baines, Sue Copeland, with the assistance of costumes from Costume World, and Leroy's Restaurant and Nightclub in Porter for allowing us to stop by and ring in the new year. Just a reminder once again that Interesting Individuals plays on Channel 99 in Michigan City, Tuesday evenings at 9:30. Again, Tuesday evenings, 9:30 on Channel 99, and also Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. on Channel 43 in LaPorte. Here's to a great year. I am happy to announce I am starting my 20th straight year of public access television in Michigan City. Let's hope for a fun, eventful year, and please join us for more shows this year soon.